Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here today on the very first day of our conference. I'm Oladapo, the president of the College Research and Innovation Hub, also a final year medical student at University of Ibadan. It's a pleasure to have us all here, and I trust that we've been having a great time at the conference. We still have a lot of exciting programs lined up, but I'll be giving a brief welcome address. I'm speaking briefly on what we do at CRIH, especially for some of our non-CRIH members and people who have come across different parts from Nigeria to Ibadan. So yes. So basically what CRIH is that the full meaning of CRIH is College Research and Innovation Hub. We're a student-led research organization at the University of Ibadan. And basically our two primary focus in CRIH is equipping students on basic research skills to be innovative thinkers. So we were established about 7 years ago in April 2019 under the aegis of our grant interacted with a bit today is Professor Akinyemi. And so the whole idea behind CRIH and why CRIH was established about 7 years ago was that we noticed that there was a major gap where it was at the time was that, however, in the entire College of Medicine, there was no single organization that was dedicated to training students in research and innovation. And that was why CRIH was established about 7 years ago. Our vision in CRIH is basically to train, which we plan to stimulate the interest of undergraduate medical students and healthcare students generally, research and innovation. We also want to create a research environment for healthcare students in ComUI. We also aim to reward in critical thinking and innovative skills. And as we're going to be seeing from our innovation tank holding tomorrow, we're going to be seeing a lot of innovative projects from our journal club members. And this is just in line with our third mission in CRIH. And then fourthly, we also aim to provide support for our members, both technical and other forms of. Okay, all right. Okay, yeah, so to our activities in CRIH, one thing we are really passionate about monthly capacity building sessions in CRIH, and at these capacity building sessions, this is where we actually do some form of refresher on different aspects of research, from research methodologies to grant writing to research ethics to application of artificial intelligence in research and the rest. And quite a number of these sessions are usually online. So even as a non-CRIH member, you can still log in to join some of our sessions. And if you are a University of Ibadan student, you can always hop in some of our meetings. They are open to both CRIH members and non-CRIH members. And then, yes, we have bi-monthly journal club meetings, which are also aimed at this continual development of research skills. These are just some of the activities we've had over the past year. We had a grant writing workshop. We had a workshop on proposal writing, and we've had many more like that. And then, yes, we're also big on workshops. I've talked about the research aspect. We are also quite big on innovation in CRIH. Last year, exactly a year ago, in June, we held our amazing edition of our innovation workshop. And this was held in partnership with the Innovation and Design Thinking Academy. It was a really, really amazing session. And it was at that particular workshop that a lot of our members and even non-CRIH members who attended were able to understand a bit about what design thinking was and how they could in turn apply it to whatever innovative research project it is they're working on. And some of those projects are going to be presented tomorrow. Yes, these are just pictures from the sessions we had last year, June. And yes, we also have our flagship event, which is our annual scientific conference. This is the third edition. The first one was in 2022. These are pictures from the last conference in 2024, and then we're having our third scientific conference. Our impact, success by the numbers. All of this training over the years, all of this constant training and retraining has actually been yielding efforts, and we are proud to announce that we've had over 150 students trained in the last 7 years. CRIH as a whole has had over 75 publications and still growing. In the last year alone, we've had more than 35 publications. And this is just a testament to the fact that we do not just talk in CRIH, we actually want students to do. We go beyond the talking into doing, because it's only by doing research that you can get better at research, not necessarily by just learning. So we are very, very heavy on the actual engagement in research and not just learning. So these are just some other publications from some of our present and past members. And then, yes, we also encourage our members to apply for conferences, apply for travel grants, try to present your publications. Your publications should not just end there. Attend conferences and present, whether it's poster, whether it's oral presentations. And these are really platforms for learning and growing and networking as a researcher. So over the last 1 year, our members have attended well over 16 local and international conferences. And yes, we also encourage our members to apply for research fellowships, as well as research programs, basically research internships, fellowships, and because of some of our members and some of the fellowships. The Bayer Foundation Fellowship, the number.
One, two.
All right. Yeah. So this. Okay. Okay. All right. Quickly moving on. We also encourage our members to apply for research grants, and thankfully we've had quite a number of research grants won in the last few years. And then for our scientific conference, for this current third scientific conference, the theme advancing research and so the theme advancing research and innovation amongst undergraduate for resident healthcare systems in Africa was actually something that we thought of and came up with, which actually captures the essence of organizing this conference. Majority, although we have like quite a number of postgraduate students among us, the main target of audience of CRIH is undergraduates. And so this is why the theme is generally essentially centered around undergraduate students. And our sub-themes were also carefully thought out to ensure that we touched some of the most pressing areas that we as young students and as upcoming researchers need to be aware of and to contribute to in our own little spheres: digital innovations, research financing, triple burden of disease, and then effective policies. So all our sessions have been curated to answer some of the questions posed by some of these challenges captured in these sub-themes here. And yet, what's the whole essence of organizing this scientific conference, this particular third edition? The first is to ensure that we have relevant tools, skills, and even ideas we need to effectively carry out research that actually moves the needle, right? Research that helps us in our own way to contribute to health systems strengthening Africa. And then the session by Inal on digital health, I'm sure that for those of us who are quite interested in digital health, you must have heard or gotten one or two ideas on how we can engage and participate more actively. So we're going to be having more sessions, which would also open our eyes to. We're going to be having workshops. I think Ms. Rachel, who just left, is going to be taking us on a very interactive digital health workshop tomorrow. And so that's actually one thing to look forward to. We're going to be having insightful panel discussions. Our dear Dr. David Adetola here will be having we'll be hosting the very first panel session of the conference, and we're going to have some more tomorrow. Yes, so basically, healthcare problems are actually on the rise, and they're even becoming more complex, especially with the rise of artificial intelligence. And there's really never been a time more pressing as now to get involved in trying to provide solutions to some of the challenges around you. As a young undergraduate researcher, you cannot solve all the problems, but you can basically identify an area or multiple areas that you're really passionate about. And one beautiful thing about research is that it helps you get involved, right? In your own little way, in your own small way, you can contribute to helping provide solutions to some of these challenges. And so By empowering us and increasing our capacity in research and innovation, you are also increasing your ability as an individual and as a student to contribute to projects that actually moves the needle, right? And so this is what we are trying to achieve through the scientific conference. And we hope that through our maximization of all the sessions available, I've seen that quite a number of us have been asking questions. I would encourage us to keep on asking more questions, as well as clarifying whatever areas of clarification we need at the conference. And then, yes, stay curious, ask questions, and get involved. I wish us all a very amazing time at the conference. Thank you very much. Yeah.
A rousing round of applause for the president of the College Research and Innovation Hub. I was blown away by that presentation. For an organization that has just been around for 7 years, that's a lot to have achieved. Congratulations to CRIH, congratulations to the president and the current executive council for keeping the fire burning. We'll be moving very quickly to a fireside chat session where we would have a moderator ask one of our guests questions around policy making. But before I do that, I'd like to quickly